Right.
So they Revelation chapter 12 verse 11, and they overcame him. You remember read that verse up?
Yeah.
So we got McIntyre.
Shalom again.
Shalom again.
Yeah, Bashim Shai, Bashim Kakodash.
There's Camp Extra.
Extra.
Right? Revelation 12 and 9. And the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world. He was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him. And I heard a loud voice saying in heaven, now is come salvation and strength and the kingdom of our power and the power of his anointed, for the accuser of our brethren is cast down.
Which is Esau Edom. He's cast down. You understand? He no more coming out to deceive the nation. He no more going to be. Israel will no more, as how the scripture say in Isaiah 14, where you see on the hand, Jacob will get rest from his wandering and his weariness, you understand, and all them. But you came out Isaiah 14.
And if you go back to the verse, it says what that great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan. Right? So coming down to the accuser, it correlates. When you read it, understand it correlates that this is Esau we're talking about here. He's that spirit of the wicked, that devil, that deceiver, that serpent, sly, cunning person, right? Who's coming with them draconian measures in these last days. Right? So we seen it across there in the West, Donald Trump, and then when Trinidad is a province of America, so you're going to see it right here. It didn't matter who they put in the position, they have to fulfill that mandate.
Correct. Alright, so this is Isaiah 14 and verse 3. It says here, and it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow and from thy fear.
The Lord will give us rest from the sorrow, not the fucking UNC or the PNM. Not the PLP or the Labour Rights,
Correct.
or PNP, whatever, not no party, not the Democrats or the Republicans.
Party or the Conservatives.
Yeah. So like the brother was saying that she was talking to his band, right? It always had two, because two heads are one horn. It always had two, no matter what, how much money and thing. As they were saying, they come together, they buy out, they bring PEP, they bring whatever coalition, they always bring in a coalition. Because they can't do it independently, right? They can't do it. Hey, they put in the face of the richest man in the world to be Elon Musk. Why Elon Musk didn't just go up against Donald Trump and Biden? It was a coalition.
It's like Democrats and the Republican in America. Right? Same two sides of the coin.
He can come third, you understand?
Every
he
country.
can come a third party. Because it's the liberals and conservatives, the Republicans and the Democrats. You understand?
Yep.
It's two spirits warring against one another. But it's one lamb. So they will make it's good cup, bad cup. It's good cup, bad cup, but both of them fucking bad. It's a psyop. When we get stopped in a traffic stop the other night, dropping one of the brothers in Maloney. When we coming out, they pull out everybody else pull up on me. Come on, car. Right, that's when TD Jakes goes. When TD Jakes get me come. So one come, Collab was here. One come and he didn't even Collab. He called Collab out the car and he's searching Collab. And the next one playing, he distracted me, but I don't understand what it is. And he's shining the flashlight on the camera. The camera have on a jersey. But the jersey have guns on it. So from a distance it will look like a camo print, but it's really guns repeatedly. Right? Like an AR or some kind of big gun. Right? So you say, where they come from? What if they have anything illegal on there? No. Right? Where they come from? You know, we agree with the adversary. We come from church. We have, if it's a church, all they're going to have is Bibles and books. Right? Well, they come from church, and he have on that jersey. So I really didn't study what Kamia have on. I turned on and I watched Kamia. Paying attention on what's going on with Kalama at the same time. I said, it doesn't matter, the scripture says, rend your heart and not your garment, which means to tear. Alright. But therefore they come from church. Well, the church keep searching Calaban, they must correspond and Calaban had nothing. So you come back in conversation now, why, if he have on that type of disease, I say, it matter. They think about the message. I said, TD Jake. I said, TD Jake had on a nice suit and he fucking man. Boy, you think now. He said, well, this is not a debate. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing. And now the next, he's supposed to be the good cop. The bad cop now. Come out from here. Come on, it's both of them is bad cops, right? But they're gonna play that kind of thing. One wanna play, so you go try to cut. The same thing they do. Sometimes they go stop you. One couple tell you put your hand on the car. Next couple tell you put your hand on your head. And next one might tell you keep your hands up. You understand? They give you a lot of different instructions to confuse you, to get you aggravated, so that they can ultimately get a charge with resisting arrest. And that's basically what they do. It's confusion, right? It's blind justice. It's not justice, right? Someone is saying, finish it off.
Back in the Isaiah 14 and 3, start over. And it shall come to pass in the day that the Lord shall give thee rest from thy sorrow.
And that's what we seeking. We're seeking that rest to come. We're not going to vote for some party to see if we go get some rest. It's more hardship coming. It's more hardship. You niggas, when will you all ever learn? When will you you know, kind of time the Lord call them hard-headed, stiff-hearted. What the fuck you expect to get again?
In Isaiah 20, he said this iniquity shall not be purged from them till they die. They went over them. That's how they die.
Hey, the boss man, I'm crying right now.
Wait for any more, no.
He want to see me bad. No, we ain't vote.
Yeah, so he might tell me only just vote one time. He might tell me only vote one time.
He crying.
Every vote counts.
I'm going to work tomorrow, please, go ahead. And I'm going to put on my gloves. All day I'm going to need gloves.
A fella tell me today, he ain't vote, but take care. That one vote missing is you, boy.
Try to make you feel something by important.
Fuck PNM. Fuck Rowley. Fuck Rowley. Fuck all that fucking them. Fuck Stuart. Fuck all that. Fuck all that fucking them. Fuck Bogdan. In the name of
Makela Pandey.
Yeah, Makela Pandey. All that fucking them.
Read over again. Revelation 12 and 11. And they overcame him by the blood of the Lamb and by the word of their testimony, and they loved not their lives unto death. They can't offer us life.
Never do. Winch, how about Shami and Shine Chap? I will sir.
That's right.
The fuck you telling me dip my finger for you?
As for me and my house,
You will
as
serve
for
your
power
bash.
bashing and
Fuck Larry Griffith, all that fucking them, man. All of them, fuck all of them, man.
Hey, better than fuck them. In truth, Shalak Rayam. Ash fire to your houses, man. Fire to your houses, you wicked oppressors.
And all you fucking jakes that vote for them.
Fuck you can't. Hey, woe unto you, what the ship say, woe unto you that put your trust in Egypt. Fuck Egypt.
Because the strength of Egypt going to be definitely all the shame.
And your confusion. That micro C hip that coming.
Oh,
right?
God.
You really see them going to resist putting that micro C hip. The deceased Patrick Manning, he didn't want to bring the micro C hip. He didn't want to bring the micro C hip.
But in Kamla, put legislation and whatnot, so forth.
Yeah, she made sure she said
and she put the platform.
Underneath her, we had the first SOE, and what they put in Act Section 34, Act number 11, where the law vague enough to that it will become a micro C hip. He said what? That anybody incarcerated or probation could get what? Be electronically monitored, right? With a device, a class 2 device. The same device, same thing that Barack Obama passed in I forget what they said, something HR 3200 on the Obamacare. HR 3200, right? Look it up. Class 2 device. It's a class 2 electronic device that they can put on here, right? They never say that it has to be on here, like an ankle bracelet alone. It can also be in here, right? And that's the wisdom. That's the wisdom. A class 2 device, an electronic monitoring device. That's what it is for the purpose of monitoring, right? And that's that's part of what this man's system of going to what his godhood. Ascending his throne onto godhood. Where you think all them satellites up in space for? To be able to see. They have that that video showing you from the 1950s, from the first satellite or 19 whatever. Actually, I'm not good with it. The first satellite in space, which was Sputnik, to the present, how much thousands of satellites have in space. There are thousands of satellites in space, right? Yeah. Right, there are thousands of satellites in space, and the purpose of them satellites is so what? There's that nest that they build in heavens to monitor, right? They show you that Minority Report when Tom Cruise was down inside the bathtub, and the little crab-looking shit was scanning the eyes, and he's trying to hide in the bathtub, and it shock him, and he had to come up and they scan the fucking eyes, right? And because he had to do the surgery, and the eyes was already Chinese man eyes he get through. You understand? But the satellites in space, you watch Fast and Furious, Hobbs and Shaw, what they introduced, the God's Eye, right? All these fucking, what the scripture say, Big Brother is watching it. Not the scripture says that, sorry. How they said Big Brother is watching it.
Big Brother is watching it, yeah.
Right, come now, use that term, Big Brother is not watching it. And her Minister of Education at the time was Tim Gopi Singh. We remember these things, you know why? Because the Spirit remember all these things. 2 children would break beach, we call it run away from school. We local term is break beach, they run away from school. And they were killed. Tim Gopi Singh, I had the article, but the domain closed. It was an article back then, we didn't have all the screenshots and all that kind of shit. I just say the domain, but it closed now. Right, when they use article, when they come and they say, Tim Gopi Singh, say they don't know what about it in the future. He said it, but about to the spread. He said it. The children are going to be electronically monitored. He said the children are going to have a microchip in them. They're going to be electronically monitored.
So now what the Spirit bringing back all these things, you understand where this whole thing ended up?
Yeah, that they're going to be saved by the blood of the Lamb. Right? This right here, by the blood of the Lamb. The only way out of it is by the blood of the Lamb. They overcame him by the blood of the Lamb, verse 11, Revelation 12 and 11, and by the word of their testimony. This work, it says, for they love not their lives unto death. Therefore, rejoice ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time. And we started with that, right? I said new heaven, John the Revelator said new heaven and new earth coming down. And we rejoice in because what? This is the beginning of the end. Tonight, after 12 years, right? April 28th is the beginning of the end. Right? It's just the right leaders to bring in the end. Right? The only scripture that we didn't read, that I would have liked to read is what? 1 Thessalonians 5. Right? Safety, then shall come sudden destruction. So you'll get your back pay. Things will look, victuals shall be so good, cheap, and they shall take themselves to be in a good case. But then what? Sudden destruction. Kalalalim la Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Dash. With that we say Shalom, Shalom, the blood of our apostles and others, Shalom, Shalom. What Lamabal, Attack of Shalom.